Hello, welcome back to the Suburban Dad. I'm Tim. And even though March is over, March Madness is over, I've got something for you. We're going to do a under $30 bourbon challenge. So I've got 8 different bottles of bourbon. All of them can be found under $30. All of them are fairly easily found. Okay? And we're going to do a face-off. We're going to do 4 sets of 1 versus 1, so 4 sets of 2, and eventually get down to what is the best bourbon under $30. Let's get to it. Now, I want you all to know this is about as close as I get to following sports. Not a big sports guy, but I can sure get behind a bracket of bourbon. So today, to start us off, we've got Old Tub. It's a limited release by Jim Beam, and Old Forester 100 proof. Figured go with the old theme. So both of these happen to be 100 proof. That worked out well. Old Tub is one that I've had, clearly. I've enjoyed it. It's kind of rough around the edges. It's about a $20 bottle, $18, $20, somewhere in there. It's not chill filtered, so it's got more flavor. I've yet to try the Old Forester 100 proof. I did a video on the Old Forester 1920, which I love. Really good. This is 100 proof. This one is $23, $24, $25, $6, somewhere in there. I don't know which one is which. My lovely wife helped me pour these. We're going to do a blind tasting. I'm just going to give you my thoughts of which one I like more, and we'll see who wins. I'm not even going to try to guess which one is which because I haven't even tried the Old Forester yet. So we're in this together. So pour number 1. Let's see what we've got here. By the way, both of these have a fairly similar color to them. Perhaps the Old Forester may be a little darker, but these are also different bottle shapes, so it's a little tough to tell. Pour number 1, let's have a smell. Okay, this smells nice. It's a little fruity smelling, sweet smelling. It almost smells like A&W root beer. That's a little different. Okay, so far the nose is really inviting me in. I'm curious to try it. Yeah, like root beer. Some notes of caramel in there. Okay, let's go ahead and have a taste. Okay. Very bold flavor. So the nose was very mellow and soft, sweet smelling. As soon as that hit my palate, just hard punch. I guess you could say some spice. It does have a bit of an alcohol burn to it. Now, I like it though. It's strong. It's kind of rough around the edges. It's 100 proof. It's kind of strong for 100 proof. So, not a whole lot of depth to the flavor. Oddly enough, it has some creaminess. Yeah, a little bit of creaminess, caramel in it. Definitely a strong punch. Somewhat spicy, but kind of a burn more so than true spice. Because it doesn't have much of a flavor to it. It's just kind of like punches you in the tongue. Yeah, honestly, not a ton of flavor in that. Some caramel, a little bit of creamy, so it's got a good mouthfeel to it. Okay, it's not watery, it's not It's not super thick and complex like a higher proof bourbon, but it's decent. At either one of these bottles price point, that's a decent pour. Okay, I'm gonna leave a little bit in there just so I can come back to it after I try pour number 2. But I'm gonna cleanse my palate first. Okay, so pour number 2. Very similar color to it. Let's have a smell. Okay, this one's a little more shy on the nose. Again, some fruitiness at first. Very light. It has more of a delicate smell to it. Fruit, like strawberries maybe. Maybe a little bit of honey. Yeah, this one, pour number 1 had a much stronger nose to it. Let's have a sip of this. I'm curious how this is going to taste. Wow. These could not be more diverse. Wow. So this one was punch you in the tongue as soon as it gets in your mouth. This one, very gentle and smooth, kind of meanders its way along your taste buds. Sweet. A little bit of spice, heat. Not a super long finish. So it goes creamy, smooth, sweet, spice, and then drops off kind of quickly. Maybe a little bit of oak in there. Both 100 proof. Both similar price point. Man, this one's big and bold. This one is more quiet and mellow. I like them both. I guess it would depend on my mood. I found that I tend to go for more bold flavors. I prefer bold and adventurous as opposed to smooth, mellow, creamy. So this one, smooth, mellow, creamy. This one, by far, more bold and aggressive. So I'm trying to give you guys these descriptions so that you can interpret on your end what you would like, because for me to just say, oh, I like this one more, that's not going to help you. So that is why I'm leaning towards pour number 1. Okay, so I'm going to finish off pour number 2. Man, that is hard to believe those are both the same proof. Again, not a ton of complexity, which it's under $30. You wouldn't really expect it to have a ton of flavor, but easily an enjoyable pour. I could enjoy this. Yeah, just more mellow. I'm not as fan of mellow pour. So let me cleanse my palate again with some water. Back to pour number 1. One more time. I like pour number 1 better. It has slightly more character to it. It's got, my goal was not to identify which one is which, but I really think this is Old Tub. It's got kind of a nutty tone to it, which is classic Jim Beam line. I've been wrong before, so I'm not positive, but I think this is Jim Beam, the Old Tub. Number 1 is my winner for tonight, for reasons that I have already said. Now, let's see what it was. Guys, it's a good thing that I'm not a whiskey sommelier, because apparently I don't know my bourbons as well as I think. Number 1 was the Old Forester, and number 2 was the Old Tub. Okay. All right. So there you have it. Well, I am really intrigued. I would say disappointed, but I'm more intrigued than disappointed. Now, see, This is why it's really cool to do blind tastings. It gets rid of your preconceived notions. You can just say what you like without having it in your head. I guess I like Old Forester 100 proof better than Old Tub. Already an upset in my mind. Stay tuned, we've got several more rounds in the first phase of the challenge before we get to the semifinals. I hope you enjoyed this video, and got to be me. Well, as always, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends and buddies. Stay tuned. I hope you can stand the suspense. Cheers.